And recall, Oshomole said people voted because of anger of the previous administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, late President Muhammadu Buhari, on the purported, Naira redesign and all that. If people get angry and they have to start venting their anger on somebody who is talking, is that the right thing to do? Yeah, is that the right thing to do? I don't think it is. If you are so angry over something, you take it out at the ballot box. That's exactly the major thing to do. But why resort to violence? That is not good. We want to really, really discourage such actions. But definitely, that begs a lot of questions. If people get so angry to the point of beating up a person as high as the protocol officer to the governor of Delta State, isn't that not cause for worry? Is it anarchy in the making due to perceived mismanagement of Nigeria's governance? So these are very worrisome issues we need to take a look at today. What do you make of this story? It's an allegation, or allegedly nothing has been confirmed, but we are trying to make a meaning and send a message out there. If this were to be true, is this not a big, big cause for worry that people are so dissatisfied with what the president and his government are doing, to the point where even if you praise him, they get angry to the point of assaulting the protocol officer? Well, that's on one side. On the other side is, why would you leave what you're supposed to do to go and start beating up somebody because you're angry? Is that the best thing to do? Why so many people sit on the fence, and when they say go and collect your PVC and do the needful, they refuse to do that. They only want to complain. Well, authorities have also announced an investigation. It has not been verified that the assault happened because President TINUBU is the best thing that happened to Nigeria. That's what is trending on social media because of what they said, he said, during that particular meeting in Delta State. Well, reports suggested that the victim was attacked after President TINUBU remains allegations and have not been officially confirmed. I need to say that so that we will not take it and spread it like that. But let's take lessons from that. When things like this happen, you need to take lessons. Lessons are the best thing to learn from incidents, whether you are in power or you are not in power. Some eyewitnesses account and unconfirmed reports claim that the assault happened after Moody continued praising President TINUBU despite being asked to stop. Now, that's what worries me. Okay, this was not an opposition gathering. This was an APC gathering. Does it mean that members of the APC, some of them, are not happy with their own leader? That is another very big question I want us to answer. So I'd like you to have your own say on this when we open up the phone lines. But then let's head on to some few headlines on the newspaper. Well, we start off with the Punch newspaper here. On the Punch newspaper, we have this scandal of the fake agency is beginning to take a dramatic turn. Everything that is happening is to try and make the government look like the agency is completely fake. It was not a genuine one. The government has successfully done that. And now the scandal is that the head of service admits mistake as reps uncover irregular approvals. So the reps monitoring and investigating this one are discovering irregular approvals. So what is the irregular approval yet? Well, according to the story, fresh details emerged on Wednesday in the House of Representatives investigation into the controversial Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, as the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. D.D. Walson-Jack, admitted that her office failed to carry out adequate and diligence before granting key approvals to the purported agency. Also, the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation blamed one of its officials for diverting an official letter that allegedly helped sustain the scheme. The ongoing probe centers on allegation that Prince Adeyemi Adeniyi, who presented himself as the Director General of the PFIPC, secured official recognition for the body using allegedly fake appointment letters fabricated legislative documents, and other forged government records, despite the agency having no legal backing. The House Committee is investigating how several federal institutions processed and acted on the documents leading to the purported agency receiving official approvals. So the one tell us that this man scammed the entire Nigerian government architecture and then founded this. You're not going to explain tire. Trying to rope this man into this thing without blaming those who are responsible is like pouring water on stone. It doesn't make any sense. No Nigerian is taking this and buying it hook, line, and sinker. Because what you're explaining doesn't make any sense. That an approval is given to an agency by the head of service to have an office at the Federal Secretariat. An approval was given by the Accountant General for money to be opened. And then the approval by the House of Representatives on fake documents, really. So somebody can come and forge document that we have sold Nigeria to them, and then we'll act on it only for us to come and discover that it is fake. Come on. Does it show competence? It is not an error. It is complete incompetence. And what should happen to people like this, the head of service, the accountant general, the CBN bank director, and of course, the entire committee on fiscal budgeting and all that? What should happen to them? What should happen to the minister of budget? They did this. They budgeted for a fake ministry. They are saying it is fake documentation. So as at that time, what make it fake and what make it not fake now? Now recall that before all this thing happened in 2026, in 2025, Bajabamila allegedly said he has reported that this man is operating a fake agency. He did not approve all that and all that. So in 2025, if they told you this was fake, in 2026, you still went ahead to do it, that he has document. Come on. Who are you telling all these stories? Man, at the end of the day, we wait and see the outcome of that particular probe. Adeleke kicks as police arrest SSG and 5 others. Well, Adeleke is fighting for his dear life in Osun State. He refused to join the APC. And, of course, tension heightened ahead of the Osun State governorship election on Wednesday as the state police command arrested secretary to the state government, Teslim Igbaleye, and 5 others. The Ademola Adeleke campaign and the Osun State government, however, accused the security agency of targeting opposition figures in a political crackdown. Nigerian politics is beginning to look like a mafia war. Yeah, that's the right word to use. It's beginning to look like mafias are fighting. These mafias is that if the police will go and arrest the SSG on what grounds? Few days to the election, 5 other members of Adeleke's government, because he is an opposition leader seeking to maintain his governance. So at the end of the day, I don't know. The police said the suspects were arrested during a raid on Igbaleye's residence in Oshogbo, where they claim to have recovered a sum of 4,810,500 naira, 2 voters' cards and a voter register, and other items suspected to be linked to electoral offenses, an allegation the Osun State government and the governor campaign team rejected. The police stated that among those arrested at the SSG residence was a suspect of their watch list in connection with criminal offenses, Oladele Abiodun. The command's public relations officer, Abiodun Ojelabi, in a statement obtained in Osogbo, said the 2 PVCs, a voter register, Dynabook laptop, 1 photocopy machine, and 1 printer were recovered from Igbaleye's residence. Now, all these items are items that can be found in a person. So if you come to my house, you see a printer, you see laptop, and you see voter card, you carry them, so you recover it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Recover laptop, recover photocopy. What did they use and do? Other arrested alongside Igbaleye were Akande Taiwo, 60 years, Ade Yemo Lukman, who is 45 years, and Alaoye Muftao, who is 50 years, and Deremi Musliu, and he is 40 years old. The PPRO said a police team acting on intelligence that some criminal gangs were hibernating at the location in Oshogbo, carried out a lawful raid and apprehended the suspect. What makes them criminals? Is anything wrong to discover 4,810,500 naira in the secretary to the state government's house? Why monies have been recovered often and on in so many government officials? What has happened? I mean, this kind of politics, it's becoming like gangster war. And the police is aiding and abetting these things in the name of mopping up. So when it comes to election of the opposition, the police can work very well. When it comes to the ruling party, they don't do the same. Man, it doesn't make any sense. DSS arraigned 5 Ansaru suspects over Oyo school abduction. All right, Trump asked new UK Prime Minister to tackle illegal migration. And I don't carry migration from US enter this one now. All right, we have this one on the Vanguard. Osun Governor police nab SSG and 5 others over alleged vote buying. They never ever start election. They don't arrest people for vote buying. Where Kuru, they buy vote for polling unit. On another arrest. Come on, this marks of victimization. Hoo-ha. We can't be afraid of saying what it is. Orire FG arranged 2 Ansaru commanders. Anyway, whether it is victimization, if you buy votes, you should be arrested. Hoo-ha. If you are involved in illegality, you should be arrested. But the police has not proven anything anywhere that this was money meant to buy vote. Who did they buy their vote? Is it the 5 people or what? What exactly? I hope as now they arrest people so on that day, we're not going to see the last time in Ekiti State, we saw the governor, the APC leader of Edo State in Ekiti State, he said an AI. We don't want to see another AI in Osun State come this weekend. Well, I hope that is very clear. The police should better do the right thing. Tonda Balogun's legacy must not die. The son is saying, remember Tonda Balogun, Nigerian footballer. Eddie Howe leaves Newcastle after 5 years. Wow, that's breaking news to me. Eddie Howe is the Newcastle manager, and he has left Newcastle just before the season begins. All right, we are committed to increasing finance for Africa. CAF urges review of FIFA proposal and living wage 2027 elections. NSA rallies workers for tough battles ahead. Every election year, NSA will come say they want to do minimum wage and all those craziness. At the end of the day, they plunge us into a lot of crazy situation. Well, with the government budge, only time will tell. FIFA proposal, an opportunity but not an obligation, Infantino is saying. Troops foil kidnap attempts and rescue Zamfara Polytechnic rector. All right, that's another story. All right, on the This Day newspaper, we have as opposition mounts over Olawekpo Hashim rising profile in Accord Party. And of course, 2027, did Obi negotiate 4 years for Ndigbo or himself? I read through that story, and the story seems to me like somebody who is trying to demarcate Obi in the name of using Igbo presidency they have been fighting for. According to him, he said that whether Ndigbo should wait when the whole thing is favorable for an Igbo presidency. How can they wage Igbo presidency on 4 years tenure that Obi has been promised to the North? And I begin to wonder, why are Ndigbos behaving like this? Some of them anyway, not all of Ndigbo. Just some Igbos, they behave this, and the person who wrote this is, I think is an Igbo writer, people who collect money to write anything at all. Now you're asking the question, did Obi negotiate 4 years for Ndigbo or himself? Who is going in as a president because he's an Igbo man? He's going in as a president because he's a Nigerian. That is what Obi has said continuously. Why make it an Igbo issue? Because it's Igbo doesn't mean that he is negotiating on behalf of Igbo. We should leave all this kind of comments. It doesn't help anybody. Well, this was written by Stanley Nkocha, an Igbo man. And now, if I read you the story, some of you will get angry. So you better grab a copy of the This Day newspaper, both physical or online version, and read for yourself. Some of these headlines are very, very annoying when you look at it coming from an Igbo man. Did Obi negotiate 4 years for Igbos or himself? Is we going for president for the Igbos or for Nigeria? These are questions. When you keep tribalizing and making sure that what he's doing is of Igbo, an Igbo project, it means the North will say, okay, we don't want to join the Igbo project. We don't want to join the Yoruba will say, we don't want to join the Igbo project. That is one way to lose election. So, well, what do I know? Your kidnap, FJ rearranged convicted and Ansari commanders and 3 others. These guys have already been convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment. Why rearrange them? Grab a copy of the day, this day newspaper. Kwankwaso, Obi will honor his one-term promise if elected in 2027. Kwankwaso seems to be dead sure of that. All right? Okay. And of course, let's get to stories from the This Day newspaper and our local one here before we go. All right, we have there was no election. Akiboro alleges manipulation, demands forensic audit of the NBA pools. Still NBA, the NBA Wahala has not ended. They're still shouting over that particular one. Okay. Of course, we have some local newspapers here that we want to also analyze this morning. On the local newspapers, we have the Nigerian News Point, which says Prophet Isa El Buba withdraws support for Peter Obi and endorses another presidential candidate. That is one of the lead story on the This Day newspaper. The News Point, Nigerian News Point newspaper. All right, and of course we have this other one, which we are trying to get. The thing is just holding here, not opening. I don't know what your problem is. Open up for me. Open up for me. Still on the Nigerian News Point. Covenant King Hospital. Quality healthcare you can trust. This one, whoa, I'm seeing a magnificent hospital built here in Imo State. Nice one. I think healthcare is beginning to take a different head shape in Imo State. Free medical outreach from 3rd to the 31st August of 2026 at Covenant King Hospital. They have quality healthcare you can trust, according to the Nigerian News Point. Grab a copy of the Nigerian News Point and get more details on that hospital where you can find the free medical care. Okay, so we also have this one here on the Nigerian News Point. 2027 Owerri Federal Constituency, Amadi engages communities and unveils vision for progress. And are those desperately and despicable working and rooting for TINUBU's re-election in 2027 psychologically normal, or do we insist that they undergo mental health and substance abuse evaluation? This is a story on the Nigerian News Point. Well, finally, internal party democracy, real antidote to Nigeria's undemocratic and endless political reconciliation. Those are the few headlines we can take on the Nigerian News Point newspaper now. So let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the conversation. You can add your voice to any of the headlines we have channeled for you this morning. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Update on Echo FM 100.7. Here are the latest stories we're keeping tabs on. Government has arraigned 5 persons accused of involvement in the beheading of 2 teachers who were adopted from schools in Orile local government area of Oyo State. Among those docked before a vacation judge of the Federal High Court in Abuja were 2 alleged commanders of the Ansaru terrorist group, Abubakar Abba Mahmuda Abu Bara and Abubakar Abbas, aka Malam Mahmuda al-Nigeri. The Nigerian Immigration Service (NIS) has warned members of the public against scammers and fake websites impersonating its official platforms. The warning also urged applicants to use only authorized portals for all immigration-related services. The NIS urged the public to exercise caution at all times and promptly report suspicious websites or fraudulent activities relating to its services to the appropriate authorities. Senator Oluremi TINUBU disbursed 50 million naira to 1,000 petty traders in Ile-Ife, Osun under the Renewed Hope initiative. The empowerment program provided 50,000 naira each to the beneficiaries to support and expand their businesses. And of course, presented by Alhaji Kudirat Fakokunde, the All Progressive Congress APC women leaders in Osun. The First Lady urged the beneficiaries to invest the grant wisely. A barber simply identified as Emeka has been nabbed by men of Abia State Police Command after a clay pot stuffed with human hairs was found inside his one-room apartment in Umuahia. An official statement on the matter is still being awaited from Abia State Police Command, but the suspect was taken away by police officers from the Central Police Station, Umuahia, for proper investigation. The Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency has reopened 6 irons and steel manufacturing companies in Odogunya, Ikorodu, after confirming they had addressed environmental violations that led to their closure. The agency unsealed the companies following a comprehensive compliance assessment which verified that they had implemented corrective measures to meet environmental standards. And in business, the Nigerian Customs Service has strengthened its commitment to coordinated border management, trade facilitation, and regional economic integration following a high-level benchmarking mission to the Bit Ridge border post between Zimbabwe and South Africa. Speaking during the session and adoption of the joint communique, Adeniyi described the mission as a strategic opportunity for African customs administrations to embrace practical implementation of modern border management system. And in sports, defending champions Nigeria will begin their quest for a record extending 11 Women African Cup of Nations title against a tournament debutant with Super Falcons head coach Justin Madugu insisting his side will not underestimate their Group C opponents. Malawi, however, arrived in Morocco determined to spring a surprise against African champions. And on the foreign scene, 2 liquefied natural gas (LNG) vessels caught fire after separate drone attacks at Egypt Damietta port, Maritime Security reported. A Marshall Island-flagged LNG storage vessel owned and operated by U.S.-based Energos infrastructure also sustained a direct hit from at least one drone while moored at the port. News desk here at EcoFM. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms. On Facebook is EcoFM, on X is at EcoFM_where. On Instagram and YouTube is EcoFM 100.7. You can listen to us by clicking anywhere in the world, www.ecofm.net. And that is the news update at 10. Thank you for listening. The rest of Straight Talk continues. To the show, everybody. This is Straight Talk live here on Eco FM 100.7. Okay, you can now air your views on any of the headlines we've read for you. But our focus officer to the governor was beating black and blue, the Bokboing eye, if possible. Evans, if you can put up that video for our viewers and our listeners to see and watch. You can join us live on our Facebook or YouTube to watch that video if you can. Just put it up for us there. Thank you so much. Okay, let's take calls. Let me get your take on any of the headlines we've channeled for you or your reaction to the story of the Bukborin or Bakbarin of the protocol officer to the Delta State governor. Good morning. Who did my line?
Good morning, Barry.
Kari, first caller. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How are you, Barry?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm Caritas from World Bank.
Okay.
How are you?
Yeah.
What happened in Delta State,
Okay.
No matter the coloration given to it,
Mm.
is a situation or an experience to tell our present time politicians that they should tread with caution.
Okay.
They should stop pushing people to the wall. Nobody has monopoly of violence. Every man has temporal madness. So
Okay.
they should know. They should know that their saving grace is only the army and the police. They have gotten to themselves.
All right. Thank
That
you.
is their saving grace.
Okay.
So,
All right. Thank you very much. Please, if you have not seen the video, you can go on our Facebook page at Echo FM on Facebook and see the man himself. This is so wrong. This man has been beaten. He's soaked up in his own blood. That video there is him in the hospital being attended to by a medical team. I mean, his face is brutalized badly. It's terrible, very, very terrible situation. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Barry.
I greet you.
I am Chief Bright Ago.
Okay.
I'm calling from Ohabeli, London, Dobosima.
Okay.
Yeah, on what happened, yes. In as much as I don't promote, neither support violence, is a lesson to the victims because you are occupying a political office. Does not make you God. Anything can happen, anytime and anywhere. Because they say, if God does not protect the city, the watchman or the army
You're watching vain.
watches in vain.
Yeah.
That is what happened. Whatever you do, like Kari have just said, you have to apply caution and know that no man is an island.
Okay.
So I think if an adage that says a fall of a dead leaf supposed to be warning to the living ones out there, I think other politicians, be you a governor, senator, or whatever, know that you are not an island. Chief
right.
remains my name. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Sabari.
When you hear, yeah, that's Kachiseneko.
Yes. My name is Kachisen
Okay.
Ekuha. I am calling from my community, Avo, where the West local government.
All right.
Yeah. Let me talk about this 4-year tenure that P2B is talking about.
Okay.
You see, I have continued to say it on all the radio stations that bring it up as a topic, that P2B shouldn't be making that kind of statement. Now, I learned from your headline, you equally said, somebody said, I didn't capture the person, that these 4 years is Obi speaking for himself or for the Igbos. That's a very germane question. Because you can't tell me that the Igbos all these years have been yearning to be Nigerian president. And maybe by the grace of God, we get the opportunity and somebody is telling me he will take only 4 years. It doesn't make sense to. For me, it's not tribal sentiment or anything, but that is a fact. So you can't tell me that the Igbos will be struggling to be president and we finally get it. We only take 4 years and they lose power again. When even the North have been taking it back to back, the South same thing. So please, Peter B shouldn't be saying that. What matters to me most is the process to which he will win election. Let him concentrate on winning election first. When he now win election, anything can now come up. Let me go to Abia State and look at the good work Alex Oti is in Abia State. Assuming Alex Oti came up to tell us that he's taking 4 years, you will see how the people will wail and cry. But he's still going back because I still repeat and I maintain that 8 years is not even enough to fix Nigeria. So Mr. P2B should pipe down, do his campaign and win the election first. He wants to take, if possible, good 60 years. That's my take. That is the from us.
Kajisen, I don't got your time this morning. I don't want to follow you talk. because you never even win. North never even agree support you. You don't they shout. This is exactly what the North is afraid of. Okay, can you just take away this bloodied man? Seeing him is really, really upsetting my stomach. For those of you who have not watched, maybe we'll put it up again. But he's this man in Delta State, the protocol officer, Moody Tempo, was beaten black and blue. If you have not seen it, maybe later on again they'll put up the video. Evans, if you can get the venue of that particular meeting where it all happened, it would be great to show the people what transpired. Well, let's take another caller. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Deacon Chima watching them, man.
All right, Deacon, good morning.
Radiating from my memo.
All right.
But yes, it will continue in that form.
Okay.
Even I watched the one that happened in Nasrawa, where they brought a customized rice, TINUBU scripture. They vandalized, destroyed the rice, destroyed the vehicle. It's happening everywhere. There's no sin, no sense, human being that will see APC and tolerate it based on the level of suffering that has reached its apogee. Sufferings have reached an apogee. I'm telling you, people are suffering beyond expectation. There's nowhere you can see soccer. You can't get soccer anywhere. The whole both economy, both insecurity, both and when you come, you have the audacity to mention TINUBU. A lot of people, you will see what will happen in 2020 about it. I thank God you raised a good topic.
Right.
When they are talking about P2B, 4 years is enough. Mbappe developed 3 states in within 4 years. Ebonyi,
right.
Abia, Imo, and they are telling me everything depends on the ability, capacity of the person.
Yeah.
When you have a short person, you feel the person that don't know where to start and where to begin. You compare him with P2B. Obi is a group, an arbiter. Thank God and God bless.
Thank you. Okay. Peter Obi, 4 years is causing wahala. Igbos are shouting, no, if we get up, we will hold them. Good morning.
Good morning.
I agree with you. Welcome aboard.
Yeah. But from the headline, so the time before this, what was the name? For one of the footballer, Balogu, yes, Balogu.
Okay, so Thunder Balogu.
What happened to Balogu, please?
No, his son is saying that his legacy should not be dead. They should not kill his legacy. They want the father to be immortalized, kind of. It's his son.
Okay.
You know, it's late now. All right, thank you. Okay. This is Straight Talk Live on Echo FM. I keep the calls. Call me. Good morning.
Gracious morning, Barry.
I greet you.
Ugo Stevenson, I call from Emabia.
All right.
But what happened in Delta State has been happening.
Okay.
Possibly we may not have taken notice of it, but I have watched videos of northern youth in some, states flogging or stoning or chasing their representatives.
Okay.
But that's not the right way to go about it.
Yeah.
It's not the right way. We all have emotions, and sometimes it will get up. Or some of us invest our energy like you, lamenting, shouting, like Prophet Jeremiah, asking for good governance. And it seems nobody is listening to you. But yet, your reaction should not be to start beating people over their opinion. But then, it tells you something, what Marcus Garvey said years back, that you can fool some people sometimes. But you
cannot fool everybody every time. Yes.
You cannot. And when you take people for granted, they may surprise you the way the nature won't even be kind to you. So this is a call, a reaction to those who are encouraging misgovernance and, taking the people for granted to be careful. Okay. My friend Tony Koji will always remind me that when the cost fell, people will resort to use of cutlass. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much for your call. Good morning. Who there?
Good morning.
Good morning to
I'm
you.
Paul Odikore from Orogwen.
Okay.
My own talk is concerning the state agencies.
Okay.
I think it's time we forget about this issue of legal and no legal. We are very fast to forget about 2023 final election results. The Igbo man used to say, "Onya na bara ama, ona wolielu, onya na ebo ebubo, ona kulele." No matter the evidence you have for the federal government or people in the power, it will be very difficult for you to bring them to book. If in 2023 final election case, an old man has to sit for 24 hours reading judgment without sleeping, we that we are listening slept up to 5 times and woke up, only finally to see that all the whole evidence has been found down and their wish was carried out. The 210 trillion naira case in the National Assembly, where is the end of the matter? Have you come to that place? How many of people in Senate, government houses and other high places, cases have been brought to EFCC and other courts? How many of them, especially those that are still in the ruling power, have been brought to the final decision that they should refund those money? Except people like Abacha that died and they were not there to defend their case. So we should stop bothering ourselves. They have the way of making it until the day God will try hand with us to rescue our nation.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you. All right. Still on our topic this morning, I'm just watching this video. It's so barbaric. And of course, they're just running and chasing this man and hitting him bottles on the head and busting all over his head. That's not proper at all. We don't need this kind of violence in our politics. But what does it tell you? People are getting frustrated. Well, the story is that he said TINUBU is the best thing that happened to Nigeria, and the people are not having it. So Mr. Tempo Moody, a protocol officer to the Delta State governor, was reportedly assaulted and injured by youths at the PTI Conference Center in Warri. The incident occurred during a Delta State APC leadership meeting after he publicly praised President Bola Tinubu's administration as the best thing to happen to Nigeria. Now, this is where I want to dwell my conversation on. This happened in the PTI Conference Center in Warri, a forum. It was an APC leadership meeting. That's where I get it. So it means if you're not one of the leaders of APC, you shouldn't be there, right? And now, I'm also hearing reports that hoodlums came in. So hoodlums who are not APC leaders. How can APC leaders be meeting and then one of the government's own officers is saying President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the best thing to happen to Nigeria, and he got beaten up for saying that? Well, it is very, very confusing here. But the big question is are APC people dissatisfied with the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the point in Delta State to resort to this violence? So sad. The location, like I said, is PTI Conference Center in Efurun, Warri, in Delta State yesterday on July 26th. The victim, Mr. Tempo Moody, is a protocol officer to the Delta State governor. Moody reportedly stated during the gathering that President Bola Tinubu's administration is the best thing to happen to Nigeria. Well, there is public frustration. The incident highlights the growing frustration and anger among Nigerians regarding the current administration's policies, as noted by Facebook users and all that. And of course, condemnation of that violence is one thing that every civil observer or civil right-thinking person and commentators need to widely condemn this physical assault. It is not good, it is not right, but definitely emphasizing the political disagreement should be handled via dialogue or at least go to the ballot box, not a mob action. This is not good at all. but definitely is what happened. What does it tell you? What does it entail? What does it inform you about? Let's take some messages on the WhatsApp, and then we'll come back to continue with the conversation. Police arrest Oshun SSG and 5 others over alleged vote buying offenses. Can they buy vote when election is not ongoing? If I may ask, the ones APC have been buying publicly, especially in Ekiti State where PVCs were sold, how many of them have been arrested? I am not in support of vote buying and other election malpractices, but if police and other security agencies want to do their job, they should do it diligently and stop being biased or allowing themselves to be used by the ruling party to intimidate or witch hunt their opponents. If God says that Adeleke will win Saturday's election, no amount of intimidation will stop it. This is from Ifeanyi Ejim Konye, calling from Obiakpo Egbema. All right, thank you very much, Ifeanyi. This other one says, good morning, Barry Cosmos. The Buruburu one on the Okenze on radio. It's great to hear your voice once again on Straight Talk. But what do we need from our government? The basic needs of a man is food, shelter, and clothing. Make food available for the people. Stabilize or subsidize the cost of cement and roofing sheets so that people can build shelter. Then consolidate it with good roads and steady electric power. Barry, this is what I see Governor Oti doing. Barry, please tell Governor Oti that after completing his tenure in Abia, he should come down and continue in Imo State, which I vote for him because we are yet to find someone like him in Imo State. God bless Governor Oti. This is from Henry Naji from a farmer market. And of course, he also said, he also says, Barry, what you have been saying since morning is what I call the Nigerian Book of Lamentations. Nigerians are close to slavery under this government in their own ancestral home. I want to assure Nigerians that the good Lord has heard their cry and their days of lamentations are over come 2027. These Egyptians we are seeing, we shall see them no more. The Lord is not happy with our present crop of leaders at all levels and arms. Please tell them to repent now and start doing the right thing. Otherwise, they will regret in 2027, just like the biblical Pharaoh. May God bless Nigeria with good leaders. Henry Naji, thank you very, very much. We have this one saying, the Guruguru 1 and Igwe Kala 1 on Echo Radio. I think that protocol officer was lucky. Otherwise, he would have been a dead person by now. Anyway, that should be a big lesson for those that are supporting TINUBU as re-election. The general beating received by that protocol officer was an indication that APC members were not happy over the administration of their own party. Barry, Oshun election, is it between the police and Adeleke or APC and Accord party? Any Igbo man against Obi's presidential ambition, be him a writer or a boxer, will not succeed. Barry, let me use this opportunity to sympathize with the family and entire students of the Federal Poly Nekade over the brutal murder of Okebaram, the former SUG president of the institution. May God rest his soul in peace. Comrade Chris Ogbonna JP, Church of Presentation. This is not a good one from Poly Nekade. Well, I am still get details of that particular story. All right, we have this one from our wonderful mommy. She says, good morning, majestic, eloquent and majestic Barry Kasi. The trending case concerning Gbajabamila Adeyemi and the whole lineup refers, it's most unfortunate, the kind of stories told about the so-called giant of African country of ours called Nigeria. Can anyone imagine the impression in the hearts of people of other countries who hitherto admired Nigeria? Barry, see the crooked way the whole issue is going. That is how it will end. Where is Yaya Bello? Did the EFCC chairman not swear to resign if he fails to prosecute Yaya Bello? Is he not still working and Yaya moving freely? My dear, forget about this case. It's already dead, as it will end up with our talk again. Chief Achiko Udenwa files a suit against Kenneth Okonkwo to the tune of $5 billion for defamation. This is addition to that of Mr. Peter Obi against him for false accusation. That is just the beginning of his problem. Anybody that fights an innocent person, his or her name is sorry. The law of karma is real and can never be avoided. On INEC chairman and his promise to give Nigerians credible and fair election, let his words be his bond. Nigerians will never again accept a repeat performance of Mahmoud Yakubu, which is what brought us to our present predicament. Is in a Lady Julie Nosike. Thank you for sending that one. Okay. This other one says, good morning. Peter Obi is correct with his belief in one time. Those that have stayed 4 years didn't achieve much. If one policy of removing subsidy changes the whole nation, a good policy can as well make a good impact. Obinna from Oji, a fair point there you raised. Good morning, Barry, the Radio Marshal. The good one, the Pokpori of Elko FM, and I'm Prince Chiedoza Humere, which I'm Pokpori again. Barry, he should learn a lesson and to others. Although I'm not in support of violence, Nigerian politicians are fond of seeking black, calling it white. This TINUBU's government have failed woefully in all ramifications, and Nigerians are suffering. And one psychophant will come out and be praising his corrupt failed government. It's because of they have captured INEC and judiciary. That is why APC government is fooling themselves, saying that TINUBU is doing well. My brother, this TINUBU's government have failed woefully in all ramifications. Thank you. I am Prince Chi Edozie Onwumere. All right, Barry Cosmos, the Radio Marshal of Echo FM. Good morning and happy midweek. Okay? It says, a fake party in a fake government can do any fake thing. Imagine the indictment of the head of service of the Federation. Imagine the excuse of IGP for not bringing Prince Adeyemi to the HR panel, that's the House of Representative panel. The truth is that they want to exonerate the CEO, that's the Chief of Staff, to Mr. President. Barrio, that fake Igbo man was faked by APC. He rats to hoodwink Nigerians, but Nigerians know better. 4 years is a constitutional tenure of president. If the person does well, he can ask for another term. So Mr. P.O. is right. Barrio, that fake Igbo man, okay? The pummeling of the APC member by APC members is the beginning of their end. Remember that those in government lied to those who are outside. I assure you that APC will be disintegrated soon. The people's elder have spoken. Let's go back to the phone lines now. Good morning.
Barry, good morning.
I greet
This
you.
morning.
Welcome.
Emeka from Owerri.
All right, Emeka.
Barry, you said two things I love this morning
Okay.
and yesterday. Thank you for the correction.
Okay.
The way somebody spoke about the killing of army,
Okay.
you swiftly corrected that individual.
Okay.
Today, I want our people to speak less on this issue of obese tenure or 5 years or 1 year or whatever. Please, let the Igbo, let us learn how to play Nigerian kind of politics. You don't continue to make this. I said this on one of the radio stations in Port Harcourt radio. You don't talk. You don't speak about this tenure. You are able to look at a Barry. You have not gotten even the half a year, even 2 months. You have not gotten. You are debating on whether we stay 5 years or 30 years. Let our people speak less of this abuse tenure. Let us come out in mass and vote and make sure Obi win. Obi can win this election. Even those people that are calling for him to say it is our turn after 5 years, after 4 years. Can even say no, the way this man performed, we want him back. He says he has a constitutional cover to say that Nigeria can say, oh, this man, if we can do this, just look at the rate now. You know that there's no candidate that can beat us in the Abia State. Even if we decide to say, I don't want to run again. Let us even speak less of this, please. Let us play politics the way it's supposed to be in Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. All right, the issue of Mr. Peter Obi, Igbo should let him get there first. His good performance, then Nigeria can decide for him to go again. Mami Muna. Thank you very much, Mami Muna. Hello. Good morning.
The Burbu one or Echo FM.
I agree to you. Welcome aboard.
Good morning.
Who there?
My name Emmanuel Sekuma from Fire Service.
All right. Okay, my good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Burbu one or Echo FM. Problem where we Nigerians have. And this one where every day we talk this one. Where with the mistake is those Christians, those people where they call themselves Christians, they no get the truth for themselves. How can good thing go happen? If Christians say today, talk today, then the truth, pity of man for themselves, this country go good. This our Nigeria go good. This Peter Obi will go carry an inside. But when Christians talk, they do as them they talk. When Muslims talk, then they do as them they talk. So church every day, Bali, you don't talk. We hear them, but we know they do. So when Christians talk to deceiving themselves.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hello.
Good morning, buddy.
I greet you.
This is Awuja calling from Naked.
Awuja, carry go.
Yeah, I think the person talking about P2B's one tenor that is not enough or something like that. You should forget that. Let us. The man may not even have his PVC card, voter's card now. What is important is let him get there first. And that is that. And then this thing, the man beating at Warri, Delta State. What it shows, if his party members can do him that thing, because I think I wasn't there and you weren't there. They said they are having their party meeting, which means all of them are the same party members. If some of them are annoyed because of TINUBU's administration, then think of other people. And when people are in public, even in buses where we enter, you be careful on how you talk on this politics of thing. And so even the Biafra issue, you be very careful. You don't know those you are with, whether they are happy with what is happening or not.
All right. Thank you very much.
You follow.
Yes, I follow you.
Then, so they should be this thing very, very careful.
Thank
those calling for psychotic treatment on those people that are promoting TINUBU, I think they are right. Even they will send them to psychiatric hospital outside the country, not even in Nigeria.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to leave TINUBU rest for once, I beg. All right. Now, Presido, I'm going to leave Presido. Good morning. Mazo Denibo Ifeanyi Chukwu, Iwu from Ekenegbu. If Nda's goat eats Nda's yam, who will judge? What a question. APC do APC. Now, family affair. But the message is clear. It is not a matter of gathering people to claim numbers. Are their hearts with you? That's the question. Happy birthday to me. Mazi Odenibo, thank you very much. Happy birthday to you, Mazi. Let's get another caller. Hello, good morning.
Gathering people to claim numbers.
Are their hearts with you? Hello?
Your call has been placed on hold. Please wait.
Uh-oh. All right, please do call us back if you can. Okay, this one says, good morning, Barry. It's getting clearer by the day. Hunger is making the people realize what is wrong and right. Hopefully they don't sell their votes. Shadrach from Futo. All right, thank you very much, Shadrach. Morning, Barry. Good morning. Where this phone on the misbehave? Hello?
Yes, Barry, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Christopher. I always call from over there.
Okay, Christopher from over. Go ahead.
You know, our people, Igbos, are very, very self-centered. Why are they talking about election that people is just to do some campaigning about it? Whether he's even going to withdraw from the presidency or not, they have not even thought about that. And they're talking about the comments he made 4 years. He made this comment when he was when he wanted to contest for 2023. All the time that he was voted and the people rigged the election, and now somebody is trying to castigate his brother. See, that's just the Igbo spirit, Igbo or anything they talk about. So these are some of the things that we are facing. But that's the man that was injured. Sorry for injuring him, but that's just what they can see in a Nigeria that is not united. Your party members kept quiet against your wish, and they allow people to harass you in the meeting. So I don't know how we see that, but that's just the wrong impression that some of us create in some militants that we are. So I should as well be very, very cautious whenever I talk to some people that I call my friends. Because maybe
Money no pokpo you abi. All right, thank you very much. Okay, Dr. Mrs. Sima Olebra, the truth of the matter is that the people have been pushed to the wall and their anger has reached the ceiling, but violence is not the way out. I condemn violence in any form. It is a lesson for those or others to be truthful because they are not blind, who is not seeing the suffering and emotional trauma the masses are facing. Elections are not won by all means and not a do-or-die affair. Now it's time for our youths to say no to this deplorable situation of exchanging their lives for peanuts. Let's have a credible, free, fair, and peaceful election in 2027. A new Nigeria is possible. That's the message according to Dr. Mesosima. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Barry Cosmos. How are you this morning?
I'm very fine, thank you. Go ahead.
I am Prince. Check this out, man.
All right, thank you, Prince. Go.
Yeah. You said the Popodu, that very man, and I wrote to you that you are the Popodu of Eco FM, and you get confused. Why are you confused? That's your English. I'm quoting you.
The Popo, guy, you don't know that Popo.
My brother.
Okay.
you know, this will tell all these so-called leaders or rulers. They're not even leaders.
Yes.
They are rulers. So that Nigerians are not happy at all.
All right.
Are you hearing me? So and what is giving them the audacity to praise TINUBU and all that is because of they have captured an INEC. They know that the election they have put in all modalities on ground to rig the election. That is the reason why. If not, if at all that INEC will give us fair and fair election, a lot of them could have known by our votes that we are not happy with this very third government. That is the truth. So I'm not happy that he was somehow worried, But let him learn a lesson and let others let this serve as a deterrent to others. Thank you and God bless.
All right. Thank you very, very much. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning and welcome, Comrade F.I.
Thank you very much.
I just reduced the volume on your radio a little bit.
That's what I wanted to do. Okay, it's in my pocket. Let me move it. Hello, I think it's clear now.
Yeah, better.
You see, what I want to say is that people who want to campaign against Obi should not be calling all ourselves fools.
Okay.
Obi is not an Igbo project. It's a Nigerian seeking for presidency of Nigeria, but of Igbo origin. When he talks sometime in Hot FM, somebody brought that. He made it plain that it's not an Igbo project. Because if will be fair, does it mean the Igbos are fair? Is it the Igbos that elected him? Did we do any primary and so this going for us?
Okay.
And if the man has spoken for himself, why should we try to say he has no right to speak for himself and start arguing how many years he will stay? Mrs. Indira Gandhi was offered the premiership of India. He refused. Hadn't he a right to refuse?
Of course.
Are there not people in this country like F.I. If you make me the governor of the state, I will refuse. Don't I have that right? Why are people trying to campaign and say that we're all fools, deciding for what they want? Has it been if Obi gets India after 1 year resigns? Is it the boss that resigned?
Okay.
If they died, is it the boss that have died? Why are people trying to call us fools by making such a... Obi has every right to decide how long he will serve. And their constitution has 4 years as a full term. So somebody can decide to serve one full term like Mandela did in South Africa.
Yeah.
Whether he achieves anything or not. And in one of the Scandinavian countries, their presidents are rotated every year. And why some of us advocate for one term is that we have discovered that those who become presidents use 4 years in campaigning for their second term. And use half of the second term in settling those who supported them, and use the remaining 2 years in settling themselves
without governing the country for one day.
Okay.
Is that what we want to continue?
I tire. All right.
So let's stop this nonsense of whether he would obey or not obey, whether he's representing the Igbos or not. Okay, if Obi is not nominated, does it mean the Igbos have not been nominated? Will the Igbos go to the streets or what will the Igbos do? Now I'm talking about the man they beat up. Sorry, I'm taking some little more time. I won't talk about other things I wanted to talk. Let me just talk about the man they beat up.
Okay.
The man they beat up, they gave him TINUBU's medicine.
Which one is TINUBU's
medicine? It is under TINUBU's watch that people who want to exercise their fundamental human rights to demonstrate are shot at. Isn't that barbaric? Shouldn't people be able to demonstrate? Why should any person who is a civil servant or public servant, even taxpayer gone, shoot a citizen who says, I don't like what is happening? Is it not offending the Constitution? But that does not mean that I support violence. But what I'm saying is that self-help should be condemned at all levels.
All right.
The security people should stop shooting people who demonstrate, because it is an old saying that has lasted centuries that those who make peaceful revolution impossible make violent wars possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Fayagba, for your contribution. And he's going to be our last caller for today. Barry Cosmos, good morning. Are you surprised at the scene at the Furun Delta State? Mr. Modi was lucky he escaped alive. His likes are disaster waiting to happen. Barry, did you see how the rep of IGP cunningly roped in the DSS into the HOR panel on the fake agency? I think PBAT and its APC co-travelers have come to their wits' and end. They have stepped into the ring. The die is cast. Thank you very much, people. This is where we're going to draw up the curtain for today's program. I appreciate you. Please, if a message is not taken, it's not intentional. But I need to wrap up the program now. For the next program coming up, the Slim Diva will be here with you. Thank you all for being here with us. Thank you for joining us. And, of course, happy weekend ahead.